love is very important in life, and to have a friend that will not betray you at any level is very much important. That is why we are going to be reviewing the movie titled To Be a Friend by Bimbo. Bimbo, awesome job to you. And I know that this will not be the least of your job. With me today to analyze this amazing content is the philosophical, the man of the moment, Segun. How are you doing, Segun?
Great to be here.
Segun, are you a good friend?
Yeah, I try to be. We cannot be everything, but I try to be a good friend.
Yeah. All right. We have the only woman that is on point. Amaka. We know the shift point. We know the disappoint. Amaka on point. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm excited to be here.
Amaka, we ask the same question. Are you a good friend?
That's a deep question. But I try to be.
You try to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
to my own capacity.
Interesting, because I don't know, but I guess the title of the movie really helps so much, to be a friend, and that is actually a deep line. But let's start with this, Segun.
Before we continue, are you also a good friend?
Oh, I know my friends are watching. I try to be too. I'm very, very stubborn though, and at least I try to be. So let me just start with this, Segun. I'm choosing Segun first because you know something about trauma. You have talked about trauma a lot on this podcast. And I want to start from the place of trauma. Is it a trauma? Is it a trauma-like situation when somebody always say, I get what I want and I get it at any point? Is it a trauma response?
I think it's a sign of being a narcissist. If you believe you should get everything that you want, because one of the developmental stages of a narcissist, narcissists are not, they are not born, they are made. You understand? So narcissists are made. And in the sense of one of the things that makes one a narcissist is when everything they want, you always give them. They always have their way. They're never told that they are wrong. You get? So if someone says, I always get what I want, it's a sign that person has, I know narcissism is a broad term, but that it means maybe someone can be turning towards having a narcissistic personality disorder. So it could be a sign. And secondly, it could also be that they've not seen life. Many times when you are developing, sometimes life becomes very smooth at a certain point where everything you try to get, you always get it. Yeah. But one of the developmental part of life is that at certain moments, what you want, you don't get. And then you know that life is not always that way. So it could be two ways: narcissism, or the person is just being naive.
So I will switch the concept, the question for you really, that I don't want you to sound philosophical because I want you to give us that feminine vibe. Have you ever been in any situation where your friend will tell you, what you have, I want it now and I need it right now?
No, I don't think I have.
But can we say, now this is a general question for both of you, can we now say that person is a good friend, even when he always gets what he wants from you? Like, oh, I like your phone. Give it to me. I want to use it. Oh, I like, let me give you this example. The main character of that role, Tunde, saw Tega and said, you know what? This shirt is looking good. And the guy was so happy. So he was so delighted. That's the right word. To say, oh, wow. So for you, for the Mr. World of the whole campus, telling me my clothes is beautiful, that means something must be right.
A confidence booster.
Yes, the guy was feeling cool. And all of a sudden he said, you know what? Give me this clothes, I want it. Can we say that's tag him at the best, a form of good friendship?
Looking at that, Tunde, it's all the science boiled down to the fact that the guy is a narcissist. In the sense of narcissists don't truly have friends. Because the way a narcissist goes about their thing is that they look at, when they scan the room, they try and see who is dominating this space.
That's true.
They might want to be friends with that person, but the objective is not just to be friends. The objective is to take away that shine so that they will be. So that's an example in terms of, you see that this shirt is good. For a narcissist, friendship doesn't friendship does not exist in that dictionary. It's all competition. You are wearing this thing that is nice. I want it because I want to look nice. So, and that's why it boils down to the fact that you have to scrutinize our friends. And whenever you see, we said it many times on the podcast that there is no cure for narcissism.
Mm.
Whenever you see that somebody has those tendencies and is your friend, as I commonly say, discard as soon as possible. So that's what I'll say.
Okay, Amaka, what do you have to say about that terrible act? Forget the philosophy, I beg. Give us such cheap.
If I have a friend that is telling me she wants what I'm wearing at that point, of which she already complimented I look good in, I will know that person is not a good friend. Why I said so is because for Tega, that was like the first time I was getting a compliment from Tunde.
Yeah.
You look nice. And the next thing, because you look nice, I also want to look nice. So give me your shirt. That's the quality of a person that is not a good friend.
Okay, now let's move to the next level. Tunde have always have the back of Tega at every point.
Is it always?
Yeah, because let's look at the movie visibly. That anytime Tega is having one problem or another, like take for example, Tunde owes somebody on campus, Tega owes somebody on campus, and there's this drag back. But Tunde was there to say, "This is my friend, leave him. I will do this. I will help him. Okay, I have this thing." Should we now say that friendship can be, our friends can also have flaws? We all said that we are trying to be better. So can we just give Tunde that he's not a narcissist, but he's just, that is what he knows how to do. That is the way of life. He knows how to show up for friends, but he also knows how to ask for what he wants. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, as you said, you've already said it in terms of, that it could be a flaw in his character, but that's too much of a flaw. Too much of a flaw. That's why you see that some people, let's not even use the word narcissism in this case, but let's look at some people are very jealous people.
Okay.
And I don't believe that there's something called a jealous friend, because the original thing about friendship is that there's no jealousy.
Yeah.
In the original definition of, I know we call many people friends, but the reality of saying a jealous friend, someone that is jealous cannot be your friend. They can pose as a friend, but they are not really friends. So looking at it, it could help in terms of, let me help you. But the reality is, if the person is still jealous about you, it's only a matter of time before that nature will supersede whatever good side they are showing you. And as you can see, it superseded it. So,
Amaka, before you say this, I want to give Chegun right out. But the Bible, I know a lot of Christians will say, okay, a sign of jealousy simply means that, oh, I like this part. Like God himself said he's a jealous God. So are you going to say he's not a good attribute?
So now, the jealousy, the context of jealousy, when God said he's a jealous God, has to do with protecting what is yours.
Okay, what if Tunde is trying to protect Tega?
Tega is not Tunde now. Tega is not for Tunde now. It's not Tunde's property. And if Tunde thinks Tega is his property, that's also a big sign that there's something wrong there. So what it means, for example, is why God is saying I am a jealous God is because the people he's talking about, he sees them as his bride. It's like a man protecting his wife. Even the same Bible said in Proverbs that if you cheat with a married woman, whatever the husband does, he's free to do it. I'm trying to paraphrase now. Proverbs, Solomon said it in Proverbs, right? The anger of a man that just caught his wife, because that's a kind of jealousy in terms of protecting what is yours. But when you desire something that is not yours from a friend, when you desire to take something, that is envy, that is jealousy, and really that's not the beginning. Almost every bad thing that occurs starts from jealousy, from that kind of jealousy. So really bad.
Amaka, what do you think?
He has actually said a lot.
Because he don't put philosophy.
Like, he has said a lot. I don't even know where to come in anymore.
Well, let us leave there because I don't want us to stay too much. I want to talk about loyalty now.
Yeah.
Can we be loyal to somebody that doesn't care about us? Because I've seen loyalty being used effortlessly, every angle. Take, for example, Tega was so loyal to Tunde that for good years, going to about 10 years, it was after the graduation, he was searching for Tega. Sorry, for Tunde. I was shocked because for good 10 years, that should be a normal, time we call us together. Let's talk about loyalty. We have seen loyalty in many forms. Is it all right to say loyalty should be both ways or loyalty should be earned? Because we are looking at this now on TikTok, on X, you see people saying, I want a loyal friend. I want a loyal this thing. What is our take on loyalty based on friendship? Let me start with Amaka.
if you have a friend, it's normal. It's normal or it's expected of you to be loyal to that friend.
People for 10 years not seeing each other, getting private investigators, looking all around for just one person.
I feel
Someone
like
that did not even reach out.
I feel like the main reason why Tega was putting in measures to look for Tunde was because the company that he built was mostly Tunde's idea. So the company succeeded, and I feel like he had like maybe a guilty conscience, or he, you know, when you are successful and you just feel like, okay, I think a part of me is like missing out or is left out of this success, a friend or something. So I feel like that's one of the motivation. What if Tega himself is not successful? What if he's also struggling? Will he have time to say he's looking for Tunde?
So
think about it.
I want to Shegun to come over. Shegun, loyalty on friend basis, because we have to look at this from the angle. I've seen people that are terrible people and yet terrible friend, and yet you see I'm loyal to him till I die. It's like politician with their masses. Like, let me give you an example. At one point in Libya, Gaddafi was everybody's favorite in Libya, and till he died, some people are still saying Gaddafi is the best fit for them. Look at that loyalty in friend basis. On friend level, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think the reality about relationship is that one of the things I don't like about relationship, or I don't like about human interaction, is that as designed by God, there is a level of dependentness. There are certain things that it doesn't matter if you are. It matters is you are, but in relation to the other person. And one of those things is loyalty. In sense of, it doesn't matter if you are loyal. All that matters is the person you are loyal to, are they loyal to you? So like in marriage now, for a marriage to work, it's not about the husband being loyal. Is the wife also loyal? Because if, you know, there are some things that, for example now, there are some qualities that are individualistic in nature. Once you have those qualities, you know, you can go far. But when it comes to human relationship, loyalty, for example, in this context, is something that the two people must have.
Exactly.
So when people say, so that's why I'm always very, very skeptical. When people say, I want a loyal partner, the question is, are you loyal? Because it doesn't matter if you get a loyal partner and not loyal, you know. So in context of this movie, Tega was loyal, but Tunde wasn't loyal. You know? And loyalty is not just doesn't just mean doing good things.
Okay.
Because I used to tell people that the true sign of love, let me say the true sign of love is not that you give. Because we hear people say, even the Bible says, for God so loved the world that he gave. That's not the true sign. Love, people can give you, but they will not love you. So if you are measuring love by giving, you will be misled. People can give you things in order to be able to manipulate you and not love you. The major sign of love is sacrifice. To show that someone is loyal to you is that they sacrifice things for you.
Yeah.
And so let me just say this lastly, that the two most important words, this is my own quote. You will not hear this quote anywhere.
Okay. First quote ever.
My quotes, I don't know. But
so many quotes, but this one
this quote, I like it.
Exclusive too.
In sense of, the two most important words in the love dictionary are only and all. So in sense of, for you to know that someone is loyal to you, if they can give you their only, that's why that Bible verse, John 3:16, the message there was not giving, it was loyalty.
Yes, sir.
You know, it was sacrifice. That's what, and he gave his what is
only begotten.
So someone can give you their only, and they can give you their all. They are loyal. So these are the things you used to take. That somebody buy, and let me bring it to relationship. For that down. That's why we say, oh, he buys me this one, or you buy, if he don't love you,
he just won't shop you.
If he don't, a millionaire buying you a billionaire buying you a car doesn't mean he loves you. Exactly. It's just one of the things he can just do because he's wealthy. But can they sacrifice for you? Can they give you that only thing that they have? Can they give you their all? So those are the things we check.
Okay. Okay, let me not look at this from this angle now. Tega was obviously loyal.
Obviously.
To a fault that at one point he said he can even go to hell for him. I don't know, maybe I put that to my head, I don't know. But the way he was doing it was like, I can go to hell for this guy. So now my question now is to this university love. I know university guys, this for you. And if you have been there once, this for you. All these university love, there's always one guy that every lady in that school, I've seen a video on Instagram or TikTok, who is the most handsome guy in this scene, and every lady will be saying the same guy. And when the guy come out like, What is handsome about this guy?
Yeah.
What is handsome about this guy? No, my question is, what is it with people that are always the center of attraction? Is it that some set of people are meant to be the main person on campus? And when they leave campus, they are no more. All these nerds, all these people that are computer genius, all these things become the main person out there. So my question is popularity in a confined environment a bad thing? Like, take for example, if popularity in the university setting, every ladies want you, everybody wants you. Is it a bad thing that you have what you want, anything you need, you get it in that school? Is it a bad thing, or does it now stereotype the person to think that now that I have this thing, I can go out to the world and so make the same mistake? Does it make them more lazy or more useless? Amaka?
It depends on the individual.
Okay.
Because a lot of people handle different things different ways.
So what's fame now stop? So it means that fame can either make you or marry you.
Or marry you, yeah.
Yeah. But my question is very indirect though. But I just want to make it direct now. That ability to work on your fame, ability to move towards it, does it make some people get to a point and say, I've seen it all, let me just relax? Or does it make them to even want more? Like Shegun said from the beginning, this guy is already the center of attraction. Now, at that moment that everything went south for him, he couldn't rise up because every time he has always have somebody to help him with all these others. Does it mean that when you get to a certain stage of popularity at any level or in a confined zone, does it mean that you tend to lose every ability to add value to yourself? Let me give you Shegun.
Yeah. I think before I answer that part, the part you mentioned earlier in terms of somebody, the nerds and the most popular guy. That is the archetypical situation in high school movies. I feel one of the reasons why that is that there's a major flaw in human beings, especially when we are in our youthful stage, is that we don't understand what beauty truly is. And one of the signs truly is the fact that people ultimately at the end of when they are more mature, they later realize beauty. That's why there's a term called the realization of beauty. In the sense of when you are young, for almost everybody, if not everybody, our definition of beauty in our youthful age is first of all physical and pleasing with a shade of evil or a shade of darkness. That's why you see bad boys. So that's why you say that people, even for guys, when people say girls like bad boys, that is that boys like bad girls. Yes, it's for everybody. It's not just because of when you see a young boy and you put two ladies before him, one that has the curvy shape, that dresses a little bit exposed, and put a very good sister beside, he will always choose at a young age. He will always choose the bad girl.
Bad girls, yeah.
So for girls, but the reality is when you now grow mature, you now understand that these things do not actually mean. I just want someone that is things. I just want someone that is kind. Anybody I tell you that I just want a kind partner.
You don't see Pepe.
They don't show up. They don't show up Pepe. So that I want to. So now to the question about this thing is that one of the I know I used to say many times. Maybe this is the first time I'm saying it online, or I think I said it before. That one of the most dangerous things you can do to people is when you don't give them responsibility. Once a person is always having all that they want and they've not seen the downside of not getting what they want, it can actually be destructive. So people like that everything they want, they always get. They don't, first of all, see it as an act of maybe God's grace over them. They see it as because they are valuable. Yes. And one thing about life, that it doesn't matter how valuable you think you are, there are downsides to life.
Exactly. Yes.
Even the richest man in this country, Dangote, also have felt some tough moments.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter how unique you think you are. So that's the major challenge. And those challenges are whenever they now experience those downtime, they don't know how to cope, as you said. Because they've not been able to, to work on certain aspects. And that's why you see, when you keep saying, I have a popular saying that when you see a beautiful lady and you keep telling her, oh, you are beautiful, oh, you are beautiful, oh, you are beautiful.
At one point,
being beautiful doesn't really You understand?
Makes sense anymore.
And you now see that there's a rule they call the 13th guy rule or something like that. That when a girl enters a place, if all the guys are saying you are beautiful, she's not attracted to them. Is the one that doesn't say you are beautiful.
That's true.
You understand? So that's what I'm trying to say. So in the sense of when people keep having their way, you know, a time when they come to a point where they're not having their way, they don't react well. They're always like, why? And those kind of people, they don't even most times even ends up to extreme cases.
That's true.
Yeah, so
now let's now talk about something that we have not addressed ever in this space, and also I've not seen it so much. I see it on TV, but I've not seen it. The state of our prison. Movies have been showing it on and on. Number one, why is it that we have thousands of people awaiting trials and they never get trials until they die? That's the question. Now we know we have a flawed system.
Yeah.
Now, can we just put this in the right perspective? Rugged in that movie has been in that prison for years, and yet there was no trial. And I was opportune to go to a very popular prison in Nigeria that was in the eastern part. And when we went there for outreach.
Outreach, yeah.
And when we got there, we were like, what's going on here? All of them are saying the same thing. I've been here for 5 years. I've been here for 6 years. So Shegun, let me just start with Amaka. Amaka, please. What do you think the government have to do about this issue of many people in prison and they have not seen a day in court? What are we going to do? Why is it that thousands of people are in that prison for long and yet they have nothing to do?
This thing is it boils down on money. Most of the people that you see that they are there and they are waiting trial, some of them, they might not even have money or people. No, because in Nigeria, we know that if you are a prominent person's child and you peradventure get jailed or something, sharp, you're out of there. On Twitter, on X, I think there's one lawyer, or there's one he has a foundation. What he does is he goes to prison, he picks up people's cases. Picks up people's cases and you say, okay, no problem, we're going to tender this, we're going to open it. Okay, so what happened and what happened? So I feel like if we have more people like that do this, the cases in prison would reduce.
Wow.
Now, this time, I think there are some things that we do not need to depend on the government for anymore. Because if we keep waiting for them, it might not even be done.
But I felt that the government should have private prosecutors, like government prosecutors, like say, okay, pro bono, we are taking this. Okay, let's go to court. They may not be defended well, but at least something like that should be put in structure.
Yeah. So I think, it's not just Nigeria. It's just that Nigeria, well, as usual, and on many issues, we're always in the extreme. I think there are many countries where cases run out for long.
No, it's not cases. These people have not seen the light of day in the court.
And the reality for Nigeria is that I feel the lawyers are not enough.
Really?
The judges are not enough. Yeah. So there's always an overload of cases. And the process to getting justice in most parts of the world is very, very long. Adjournment upon adjournment. At
least they are going to court.
So, at least they are going to court. So, and also there are some cases where we arrest people in this country that should just be a bail case.
Exactly.
But they will put them in those.
You are going there.
So for example, you catch people on the road. You just put them in prison, raiding, and those. So there are a lot of issues there. But also you see that when you talk about prisons, some Nigerians they've even forgotten that there's something called prison. Yeah.
Really?
There are some Nigerians that don't forget that because the way we call it prison, in other areas, they don't call it prison. They call it correction facilities or correction centers.
It's a prison.
The reason why we call it, and that name that we call prison could actually affect our psyche in the sense of the way they call it correctional facilities or correctional centers. Why they are calling correctional centers? Because they believe that these people should go in. And if it's not normal case, should go in and come back.
Yeah.
They have it that it's just a place we send them for them to have a rethink and a change of attitude. But the ultimate goal is not to condemn them, but to bring them back in.
Yeah.
That's the major ideology. But for Nigeria, when we say prison, it's like you enter there like this.
It is the state of the prison itself.
So that's why you see, for example, now that's why you see that in other nations, when they call it correctional facilities, they make it very conducive. Sometimes they say you go and learn a course, go and be productive, learn a skill, right? Because they know that one day you are going to live there. Except if it's for extreme cases where murder, all that kind of things. But just for like petty theft and likes, go there, serve your 2-3 years, come out and rejoin the society.
Yeah.
But Nigeria, we have this idea that once you are in prison, you are just abandoned. That's why they don't want to. That's why the people don't want to take care of the place, because they coming back. They're not the mindset. We don't have the mindset that they're actually coming back. They should just be there. Some of them will just even, you understand? Just go
okay,
there.
let's now look at this from this angle.
Yeah.
In that movie, there was a scene that was really sad. And I know a lot of Nigerians are facing that currently in the prison. I know somebody last 2 months was facing hell due to this nonsense. How can somebody steal paracetamol and instead of all this mobile court or all this deal, let him go to? I'm not saying he should not go to jail. I'm saying that there should be something. Be a system that will just say, okay, you have done this. Let's do this for ordinary. A sachet of paracetamol.
Yeah, so the reality now is that in that case, justice is only justice where the punishment meted out is corresponding to the offense committed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is injustice when someone steals paracetamol. There's no place in the world where you steal paracetamol and you go to jail.
But the movie is portraying that.
No. We have many cases like that. Somebody steals a dog. You say they are sentenced to this thing. Somebody steals a bag of rice. It doesn't make sense. Those kind of people should be kept in what they call it cells. Sell and ask to pay fine or do community service.
Exactly.
Or pay for what you.
Exactly.
Pay for what you
We have a lot of work in this country that we can judiciously let it to people that offend this kind of offense of
all these little theft. Yeah.
We have for maybe 2-3 months you will sweep in Third Milan Bridge.
Abi.
Or sweeping one of the areas.
Yes,
and park them there and they will do it. And when they are done, you let them go their way. And when the person see the way they suffer, say, no,
I can't go back.
Or let them dig ground to the ground and let them be putting a refuse bin, the dustbin.
Yes,
or let them work for Loma. For putting them there. Doesn't really make sense. But it's just to tell you that there's a lot of issues in our.
It is even a bastardized system that even
exactly.
our movie cannot even hide.
They cannot hide
It's so funny. I want to talk about VIP cells in prison. I know everywhere in the world have this.
Yeah.
But my question is this. Is VIP cell for the high and mighty alone, Amaka?
Yes.
It's VIP now. What do you expect?
VIP for the I might say alone. Yes. How will a poor man become inside VIP?
That's why this one reminds me of this person say, I will never be poor.
I will never be poor.
But I think we just have to. I don't want to say certain things because it can come out as it's a very sensitive topic. Exactly. But I just feel that the goal of our prison should be correction. And there are some cases that should not ever even see a prison.
Yes.
What happened to police doing policing work? Take for example, they met the guy, the wife is not available, and all of a sudden is in jail, no trial, no investigation, nothing. That's crazy. It is happening in this country.
Yeah, a lot is happening.
What happened to being a detective?
A lot is happening, really. I know the kind of country we are, we can't really talk deep, but
we can't say
a lot of things are going on. But I feel there are a lot of reforms.
When I see you do your leg like this, you don't want to say anything.
I don't understand.
Okay, let's just leave there.
But you know, if we actually want to look at it from that end, you will know that this is a planned work.
Yeah,
it has been planned.
Yeah.
This guy has put all the whole plan in place. So there's every tendency that even if they did not see the wife, the man can also be locked up.
Yeah, I understand that fact, really. I like the twist in the movie, really. Because when you look at it from the angle of, okay, this person have done this, we have to put him in jail. There should be a proper policing. For a murder case, there should be a body, right? If there is no body, the next line of question should be, where have you kept it? What happened? Who is your ally? They told the maid said, Oga and this person is fighting.
They've been fighting now.
And that is all the maid said. But when that scene happened, where's the maid? All these things are things that we all need to look
But
into.
you know, nothing really happened in that scene. The late thing is they had an argument, they shouted, and she went upstairs. So nothing really happened. There was no noise.
But
He
no,
was
so-
drugged.
He
There was no
yeah.
noise that will make
Now,
the maid
that is the
know
same thing we
that
are talking about.
something
Autopsy.
happened.
That's we talk about how to test someone's body.
Mm.
No, this is investigation. We don't need movie to know this. And this is happening in Nigeria right now, whereby somebody is drugged, framed, and yet there's one podcast in Nigeria that they said some gentlemen spent 26 years in prison for something they did not do at all.
I think it's very, very terrible.
Terrible.
But reality is when people that are even free are not living very good lives in this country, people that are not in prison, talk more of people that are in prison. It's crazy.
Crazy. Excuse me.
So,
Let's just go there. Now, Shagun, I know you hate betrayal. You hate betrayal.
No,
with
I don't
passion.
betrayal. I don't deal with people that betray very, very well. So that's
Everybody should hate a betrayal, really.
Mm.
Now, take for example, today, the wife, let's go for the wife. There's something that they say in the church, for better, for worse. And we have seen people coming out today and say, it is not for better, for worse. It's for better, for wealth, for good health, and everything. Now, my question is this. In the period whereby your husband is working his life out just to provide, just to help the family, should a woman next step should be, let me go with his best friend? And if that should be the case, what is the level of evil human conscience can take? Shegun, this question is for you.
Yeah, so
What is the level of evil our conscience can take? Because it takes something great for a woman to frame a man that way.
So I think first of all, the Bible, which
Yes.
is the primary source of wisdom, has said the heart of man is not wicked, desperately
Desperately
wicked. So
There's this.
we say so the limits are endless, you know. And the story, I think we have to just also balance it in the sense of man is designed or has a capacity for great evil and great good. So that's first. That's the first thing. The second thing is, you know, I think it is a disadvantage to anybody that still has a crush. Oh, this is my crush.
I know you are going to
You are not. You are actually a kid. You just see somebody. Oh, my crush from afar. You don't know the person, and the person doesn't necessarily doesn't even like you. But the reality is, you know, when somebody, we said it many times here, you know, when you have money, you can't really know who likes you, who doesn't like you. But I feel in that case, he had a crush on her.
Yes.
You know, one thing about crushes, if you have crush will later crush you.
One crush.
Crush, because a crush really is not, there's no mental foundation for crushes. Why are you crushing on this person? Just see someone from afar, you crush it. You don't know the person. You don't know the person. You don't know anything about the person, but you just. So I think that's it. And the reality is that she doesn't love him, and so that's why it's easy for her to look outside. Yeah,
can we put it that way?
It's easy
because every scene in that movie, she has been the caring wife, the good wife.
Is the issue. What is the metric to show a caring wife?
Understanding wife.
Understanding what way?
Helpful wife.
The reality is the only metric to show a good wife, the only foundational metric is loyalty.
Yeah.
The only foundational metric to show a good husband is loyalty. Every other one is additional. Because the major foundation is that marriage is loyal to each other. That's why this for better for worse. We said it. It was designed by a man. Women know they design in that way. There are some women actually, but not all women design it that way. So when you look at it now, and I also said it, betrayal. You don't forgive people that betray.
Right?
No, sorry, let me take it back. You don't give them second chance. You can forgive them, but forgive them at your pace, right? But you discard them appropriately. Now, the issue is that a lady leaving her husband to cheat with the best friend. I don't blame the lady in any. If I hear this kind of stuff, I don't blame the lady. I blame the man, because we have to first blame ourselves as men. Every man should have boundaries. We keep saying this thing. There are certain things that I know by the help of the Holy Spirit and by God, I will never do in my life. I will never do it. And I pray I don't get to that situation.
When you do
One
it.
is this sleeping with a married woman. Or say you want to marry a woman that some people don't think. Somebody cheated on her husband with you.
Don't you think he will cheat?
She will cheat on you. Like, it's even a sign that you should not even go there. But people don't think that way. People are always very self-centered. The way Tunde also was self-centered. And a lot of things are going on, really. But I think ultimately, it's the fact that if I take any lesson from that incident, I would say, be careful of not having crushes on people. That's the major thing. Don't have crush. Look for someone that you truly love.
Amaka, what do you think? Crush. Let's just talk about that crush. Because I've had a lot of crush. I didn't end up marrying my crush though.
Before we go to crush, let me say something about the last question you said. The Bible said, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. The lady, is obvious that she has nothing doing. Because if she has something she's putting her mind into, she will not have time to be thinking about what she wants to do and what she does not want to do.
But to her defense, she has been asking the man, give me time. I need time for you. You don't have time for your son. You don't have time for me. Something like that. Well, don't you think it went to the extreme?
But why she's even asking, the man is also trying to. He's trying to create the time. It's just that this thing is not rocket science. It's going to take a while. You already waited. Why not just be a little more patient? You already just needed a few more time to be able to complete a deal, and then they go out for a vacation. She would have just been more patient. And as he said before, it's obvious that the woman did not also love the man.
For you to drop the man,
we can see that the lady likes the friends Tunde from school.
That's why I said earlier.
There's a scene where he was coming, thinking that the girl was like waving at him, and she left him and she went to work Tunde. So it's obvious that she probably had like a crush or a likeness to Tunde from the onset. So it was easier for him to be able to like sway her off her feet and tell her what to do, and she just did. And again, there was also a scene there where he waited for the right time.
That's true.
He waited for the right time. When she was super frustrated, he came and was like
a devil.
And she was like, I'm going to do anything to get my life back. I'm drowning in this marriage.
Yeah. You can be drowning in marriage.
Yeah, drowning in marriage. Why should you at least seek for divorce?
There's money
or
now.
go to therapy or something
There's
like that.
money.
Why did you have
There's
to?
money. You cannot divorce like that.
There's money, but at least you will get money. But Nigeria, forget
you
to
divorce, you go on your own.
But before she got married, she said she knows small now.
She know, yes, that she was going to Singapore
to get good. So she said she was not small.
What if it's another crush that is doing that?
I would say,
level. There's one slogan that they're using nowadays. Amanjiri.
Amajiri.
That's what we want to say. If you are broke like this, I just meow.
So that's it, really.
So finally, guys, this movie, we have a lot of talking points. And I want us to talk about this. Is it bad for Tega to say, you are the CEO now, CEO? Because today was saying he is meant to be
the CEO,
co-partner, co-founder.
CEO or co-founder.
CEO or co-founder. Is it bad? Because the same dream. Now, I want to ask a question about ideas. I don't know if you're a lawyer on the platform, on our community, maybe you should talk about this because I don't understand. If I am sharing an idea with my friend and my friend execute that idea, does it mean that my friend is entitled to give me a position of the same rate? Because let's look at it.
I think the only time you can do a bragging right is if you have a copyright or you have like
a contractual.
You have a contract or something.
He's getting paid now. Is he not getting paid?
He was paid on salary.
So why are people employed?
Yeah.
So you are telling me all the staff that have been giving ideas to their bosses and they have been making. I see they increase your salary. You are there to give ideas.
Exactly.
And to work. So the most people that are being paid in corporations, they are there because of ideas.
Exactly.
They are paid majorly because of ideas. The more ideas, the more you are paid for ideas, the more you earn.
He was just saying that the basic idea of
that's the same thing. You always want what you always, I get what I want. Yeah, so that's it.
But do you think parenting can also cause that.
Yeah, I
always
think
get what I want.
I think yeah.
Yes.
Majorly, they did a study. What I said earlier, narcissists are not born; they are made. But what they did a study and they found out that many, like let's say 70 to 80% of narcissists, let's say 70% were made because of poor parenting. When you don't see, that's why they said the best word to tell a child is no. You have to let them know you can't get everything. So and people would be this, no worry, you will spoil his self. We said the mental, you will spoil his self-esteem if you beat him. No, keep going on. We'll see the disaster it may
You can't see that in America, sure. But in Nigeria,
and we see the disaster it's actually causing there. And that funny thing about Nigeria, sorry that I want to divert to what you just said. In the sense of something baffles me about Nigerians. You see the obvious results, poor results of certain policies you want to imbibe in your own life. You see somebody say, "Oh, I like romance," but you see that people that are actually the originators of this romance
they don't have
good marriages, but yet you want to copy it. You see people that they say the child just came, took gun, shot his father, and you saw that it stemmed from not disciplining the child, and you say, "Oh, let's do it the way." Why are you copying societies that have failed results in certain things, and you think you want to have different results? As they said, it's craziness or being a lunatic to think that you can keep making the mistake somebody made and not have the same results.
That's true. So terrible. So terrible. I have to say this about parenting too, because I guess African we easily get carried away by what the Western people are doing.
And it's movies.
And this thing is caused by movies. Imagine Africans now, we are trying to do
gentle parenting.
In gentle parenting. Let me just give an example. A boy went to school and they said, "Oh, we don't beat children in this school. We tell them to face the wall." Fine, face the wall. But when the child comes, if you are my son, I said, sit down there. You're like, forget it. Forget it, because I'm not going to beat you because I will beat you to let you know, spank you. They said they use the word spank now. I will spank you to let you know that next time, this is a consequence of your wrongdoing. Not spanking you because I'm older or I'm your parent. I'm spanking you so that you can be better. I was spanked. Not different type of spank. Yoruba call it ifarun, igbarun, every move. Everything I was beaten.
Yeah, and I think the reason people need to understand about parenting, so that we are trying to go into parenting, but it's also in line with what we are saying. In the sense of the reason why you are asked to parent your child in the right way, it's not because of just anything. It's because of they are going to interface with the world.
Exactly.
The world doesn't have mercy.
Yes, sir.
You make a mistake, you get punished.
Exactly.
That's the way the world is. You understand? So you say a child does something wrong, you say go and face the world. If that's how the world is, but the reality is that most of these children, when they mature, they don't know how to face the world. That, for example, this tiger we're talking about now, he doses out his loyalty. Anyhow. Like Momo. See person for prison.
He become friends.
Dose out.
No, really.
No, but
I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying you have to be careful.
But it's not good. Really, guys, it's not good to just be in naive person. Like I guess Tega, I can also do what Tega did.
Everybody has done it before.
My son is this. Okay, no problem. Let me help you out. No problem. But don't be that naive to the point that you brought somebody out from the whole village, from his wretchedness, and all of a sudden, because he's your loyal friend, that you are the COO. Some people are in that office for years. He made that place vacant.
Exactly.
That she will have done a better job. And I know Tunde did a great job in that company. But at the same time, somebody can be there also, given the opportunity, and actually do a good job.
Yes.
But no, instead of you helping today and say, today, this is what I need to do to you. I have a complaint. I want you to start something for yourself. You don't need to pamper somebody. When you see the problem, I'm just taking the host method out now. The problem I have with people is that we always want to pamper rubbish. And that is our problem. We always want to say, it has bored me so many times.
Yeah.
So many times. Even till now. You say, let me just let the person slide. Let the person slide. And when the person do that rubbish, you're like, oh, I should have done this. And the person will now himself discard himself. You're like, I should have discarded this person. So, final take, guys. Finding friend. What are the steps? Let's just say 2-2 or 3-3. 1, 2, 3. What are the steps to get a great friend in this world that we are?
I think the first step is for you yourself to be a good friend. Because that's the only way you can sieve out friends. And secondly, don't be afraid to discard when it's time, when it's necessary. So that's true. So
no, make it 3. Let me give you bonus point.
So and I think 3 is be careful who you dose out your loyalty to. People need to earn. Loyalty is something that you earn.
You earn, yeah.
It's not because you are nice to me that I will just be loyal to you. You know, I must see, as you said earlier, I will see, are you willing to sacrifice?
Exactly.
See, there are a lot of measures, and the only way you can know it, as you said, still back to the first point, is that you yourself know what and what you will not do for to, you understand? What and that's why the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. You have to first love yourself to know how to love another person. You have to first be loyal as a person to know how to be loyal to people. So I think once you do that, you know, it will be nice.
Tamaka, check you have said it.
Yeah, but before I answer that question, sometimes you need to let old connections, just let it go.
Let it die.
Let it go.
Die. Don't even try to resurrect it. Just let it go. And there are some crushes that you shouldn't pursue. Just as it has gone 10 years, just allow it go with the 10. You just saw this person. My crush of how many years ago? I've liked
and
this
in 2
person.
months you want to marry.
Hiya.
He's in love. He likes
Who have bewitched you?
He's in love now. He likes her. That's why they will tell you people you love the most, they tend to hurt you the most. So
Yeah.
looking for getting a friend.
And to add to what you said about crushes, you know, that's why there's a popular saying that you don't want to meet your role models or your mentors. Because sometimes what you see outside that you appreciate, when you go closer, you see that come on, this is not. I stopped listening to a particular of my legends music when I had some back end stories. I'm like, no. So
Amaka, friendship. So what are the steps?
You need to scrutinize the person that you want to be friends with.
Yes,
first off. And also you yourself, be a good friend to yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself very much. That's because sometimes if you love yourself, there's a way you will love yourself that before people come to you, they go first think and say,
the self-esteem is high.
Exactly.
like you just love yourself first. When you love yourself, there's a lot of things you will not take from anybody. And don't be naive. Very important. Don't be naive.
Naive people get night. Is there English like that?
They get eating for breakfast,
lunch and dinner.
All right.
Yeah.
So guys, this is my point. Number 1, guys, you have to add value. Cook yourself, I beg. Cook. See, I have seen a lot of people coming out saying, oh, that's my friend. And I will look at them like, what are you adding? What value are you adding to that person? Cook. It is always good you cook yourself in the place of, in the corner, in secret. Cook. So that when not anyhow people will come to you, you will now see loyal people coming to you. All these wicked people, Adolf Hitler, all these wicked people saw that these people can actually offer me something, which is power. That's why they followed. So cook yourself. I'm not saying you become one of them. Number 2 is that there is always something called respect. It's earned. Let people earn your respect. Don't just give it out. Loyalty, respect. Don't just put it out. And finally, guys, if you love this content and if you actually always watch sure that you have not subscribed, you're not loyal. You're not loyal, I beg. It's not difficult. I've done it before too. I say, I will do it next week. No, do it today. Just click on that subscribe button. That is how you can be a better friend to us.
Yeah.
So that we can give you more.
Yeah.
So, till we meet again, there is always a movie. Okay, you want to say something?
Before there is always a movie. It doesn't matter the connection. It doesn't matter how long you've been friends with anybody. Being a true friend doesn't matter the longevity of the connection you've had with that person.
Philosophical.
You can meet somebody in 3 months and the person is a more loyal friend to you than somebody you've been with for 5 years.
Definitely.
So,
Rugged.
yeah.
Definitely.
So, anytime you see us, you always know
There's a movie
to review. Bye-bye.
Bye.